An earthquake, also known as quake or tremor, is a sudden violent shaking of the earth that can be very destructive, collapsing buildings and destroying entire geographical areas. Earthquakes are such powerful natural phenomena that they can claim a large number of lives in a single event. Today, we will explore the science behind these earthquakes. I am Madison Hendrik Sebanes, and together with my team, join us in this video lesson as we expand on the magnitude and intensity of earthquakes.
Our objective is to define the magnitude and intensity, differentiate the epicenter of an earthquake from its focus, intensity of an earthquake from its magnitude, and active and inactive faults. This is the Pacific Ring of Fire that comprises of the different plates such as the Eurasian Plate, North American Plate, South American Plate, Arabian Plate, and Indo-American Plate. And those red dots, as we all know, pertains to volcanoes.
The Pacific Ring of Fire is characterized by frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, marking the borders to the Pacific Plate. Now, let's go back to the meaning of the earthquake. It is the trembling or shaking of the earth caused by movement along the fault. It generates waves that travel through the earth's surface, and these waves are what is felt and cause damage around the epicenter of the earthquake. About our topic on magnitude and intensity, we need to learn first the different terminologies that we might not be familiar with.
Seismology is the study of earthquakes. Seismologist is a scientist who studies earthquakes. Seismic waves, it is the energy released in an earthquake that travels in waves. In this picture, you will see the wave that is being generated, the wave fronts, and the focus. Seismograph, it is an instrument used to measure earthquakes. Seismogram is the paper record of the earthquake data. This is where all the data are gathered.
Magnitude is the number that shows the power and energy released by an earthquake. It is the usual number that we see in the news whenever an earthquake hits a place, like 5, 6, 7, 8, or even 9, which can be apocalyptic in its scale of damage. This is measured using the Richter scale proposed by Charles F. Richter on 1935. This is used to rate the magnitude of an earthquake. That is the amount of energy released during an earthquake. This scale is used for magnitude only.
One important thing to remember: the greater the magnitude, the stronger the earthquake. As shown here in the table are the orders of magnitude in the Richter scale. On magnitude 1 to 3.5, the effect is generally not felt but being recorded, while on magnitude 3.5 to 5.4, it is often felt but it rarely causes damage. Under the 6.0 magnitude, at the most, it has light damage to strong buildings. Then on magnitude 6.1 to 6.9, the destruction goes over up to 100 km where people live. Magnitude 7.0 to 7.9, this is a major earthquake that causes serious damages. And lastly, magnitudes 8.0 or higher is a great earthquake in a catastrophic level that extends an area of hundreds of kilometers across.
Intensity. It is the strength and effects of the earthquake in different places, such as houses, buildings, and other structures. Intensity uses Mercalli scale developed by an
Italian volcanologist Giuseppe Mercalli in 1884 and expanded to include 12 degrees of intensity in 1902 by Adolfo Cancani. This is also a seismic intensity scale used for measuring the intensity of shaking produced by an earthquake. Shown here is an image of magnitude and intensity. The magnitude is 5 and the intensity is the number of waves produced by an earthquake. In distinguishing the two, intensity is expressed using Roman numerals when magnitude uses Hindu-Arabic numerals.
To sum it up, here is a chart showing the difference between magnitude and intensity. In magnitude, 1 magnitude per earthquake, while in intensity, there are many intensities per earthquake. Magnitude stays the same in an earthquake while intensity decreases out from the center of an earthquake. The measurement in magnitude is exact and it measures the size of an earthquake, while intensities measurement is subjective and measures the effect of shaking in a given area. Magnitudes measurement is represented by numbers 1 to 10, while intensity is by Roman numerals. Magnitudes, of course, use the Richter scale, while intensity uses the Mercalli index scale.
We prepared a short quiz for all of you. So we'll get your pen and paper and let's start with the questions. 1. What's the path along the Pacific Ocean which is surrounded by different plates such as the Eurasian plate, North American plate, Indo-American plate, and etc.? 2. What is an energy release in an earthquake that travels in waves? 3. What is the study of earthquake? 4. What is the instrument used to measure earthquakes? 5. What is the paper record of the earthquake data? 6. What is the term referred to as the number that shows the power and energy released by an earthquake? 7. What is the term referred to as the strength and the effects of an earthquake in different places? 8. What is the instrument used to measure magnitude? 9. What is the instrument used to measure intensity? 10. Who developed the Mercalli scale? I hope you have answered it all correct. The answer will be shown at the end of this video.
We hope you have learned a lot in our lesson today about magnitude and intensity. This will further enhance our knowledge about earthquakes and we can use this knowledge in dealing with such events in the future. Learning about magnitude and intensity help us understand the scale of damages the earthquakes does to our lives and our surroundings. It helps us understand the news on television and radio, which broadcast such as catastrophic events, and it will guide us for precautionary measures that we need to do during earthquake. And always remember, it takes an earthquake to remind us that we walk on the crust of unfinished planet. Did you enjoy our video presentation?
Here are the answers for the quiz. Number 1. Pacific Ring of Fire. Number 2. Seismic waves. Number 3. Seismology. Number 4. Seismograph. Number 5. Seismogram. Number 6. Magnitude. Number 7. Intensity. Number 8. Richter scale. Number 9. Mercalli scale. Number 10. Giuseppe Mercalli. I hope you all got a perfect score. Thank you for participating. Have a great day.